Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 10. Thank you very much for Professor Haryanto as a powerful lecturer in the teaching profesi keguruan, and thank you to all of you for taking the time to see our video presentation of the material. Here we will present our material about developing an assessment instrument for Indonesian EFL teachers' performance based on the student perception. Well, before entering into the explanation of the material, here I will introduce my friends. Well, that was the name of the member of our group. Let's go straight to the material about Study 1 and Study 2, which will be presented by Atia Inaya Fitra. For Atia, time is yours.
Alright, thank you for the chance given to me, Fitri. I'm Atia Inaya Fitra as the first speaker. In this opportunity, I will explain to you guys a little bit about our material, our topic, with the title Developing an Assessment Instrument for Indonesian EFL Teachers' Performance Based on the Student Perception. Without any further ado, let's get started. A classical motto maintains 4 levels of important job. The first one is planning, the second is organizing, the third is acting, and the last one is evaluating. From this level, however, we shall focus on the last part, which is evaluating. In the field of TEFL, the TEFL is the teaching of English as a foreign language. Evaluating involves assessing job of the main actors. The main actors here is English language teacher. Teachers have important role in the success of curriculum implementation. Why? Because on the teacher's hand, the curriculum is analyzed, designed, adapted, then implemented into the teaching process on the school. Besides, the students will influenced by the teacher's attitude, especially in the classroom. For example, if the teacher always playing their phone during the class, or they always come late or late to start the material, the class, the students can be easily influenced by that habit. For example, they will playing their phone too because they think, oh, my teachers do something like this, so I can do something like that too. So it's important for teacher to modeling the student's character in the class. The teacher assessment conducted by the school management, it's for improving or maintain their work performance. The stakeholder called students is the one who knows the base about their teacher performance. Why? It's because they have direct interaction with their teachers, so we can hear from the students their perception or their opinion about their teacher. So we move to the next slide. There are 2 studies on this research. The first one is a study on the students' perception about effective and ineffective EFL teachers, has been conducted by Atmoordoyo et al. In 2016. This study was designed to investigate the student perception about the qualities of effective and ineffective EFL teachers. A total of 86 freshmen of English Department State University of Makassar were assigned to report their learning experience with their favorite EFL teachers, as well as with their disliked EFL teachers. This study has revealed a list of characteristics attributable for effective EFL teachers, as well as the list of characteristics of ineffective EFL teachers. So for the second study, the result of study the researcher has inspired is to make use that important information to develop assessment of EFL teachers' performance. What is reported here is the process of making use of the list to become valid and reliable. Instrument usable to measure on which degree an EFL teacher is effective. This has been conducted through a research and development activity. The main focus on this research is to develop an instrument to assess the English teacher's performance. And for the secondary objectives are to obtain information about a certain model of an instrument which can be used to measure the performance of English teachers based on the student perception and the level of the instrument, validity and reliability to measure the performance of English teachers based on the student perceptions. So I think that's all from me. I hope you guys understand. Thank you. I give it back to moderator.
Thank you for Atia. Then I invite Fatan Yazid to present material on research question and relate concept. For Fatan, time is yours.
Thank you for the moderator to give me time to give the research questions from our material. There's 3 questions. First, what is the model of instrument to measure the performance of English teachers based on the students' perceptions? And the second one is, how consistent is the model in measuring the performance of English teachers based on the students' perceptions? And the third one is, the instrument in the measuring the performance of English teachers based on the students' perceptions valid and reliable? And for the next slide is, I will give the related concepts of the effective versus ineffective teachers. Adams and Pierce from 2006 defined the effective teachers as the teacher's ability to adjust the material with the students' need and ability to organize the material to facilitate the learning, communicate effectively, deciding the goal specifically, find the appropriate method to reach the goal of teaching and learning. According to Walls from 2002, some characteristics of ineffective teachers include: first, discouraged questions; second, authoritarian and controlling of the learning environment; and the third, had favorites in the class; and fourth, not visible throughout the class; and fifth, highly disorganized; sixth, focuses on vicarious learnings; and the seventh, controlling; and the last one is lacks classroom management skills. Another study that is closely related to this is Khairati from 2016. This study is designed to reveal the characteristics of effective EFL teachers and ineffective EFL teachers. She has reported a number of characteristics of effective EFL teachers and ineffective EFL teachers. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Thank you for Fatan Yazid. Next, I invite Andi Dwi Anugrah to explain on the material about Study 1 and effective. For Andi Dwi Anugrah, time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity that given to me. And in this occasion, I will to explain about findings and discussions. According to the Study 1, it has been mentioned before that the study is a continuation of Study 1 reported by Atmawardoyo et al. In 2016. This study has revealed a list of characteristics for effective EFL teachers, as well as a list those of inactive EFL teachers. Here, I will to explain some characters of teacher based on the category of effective EFL teachers. The first one is be patient. As foreign language teachers, of course, we have various challenges to explore our knowledge to students. With this, we must have patience and teach wholeheartedly so that students still feel comfortable and they are not afraid to learn English. The second is be strict and disciplined. It is very important for an English teacher to have a strict and disciplined character so that they can be an example for their students. Assertiveness doesn't mean grumpy, but a trait that gives a good outlook but remains emotionally stable. The third is be humorous. The humorous characters as an English teacher is very supportive to convey material easily to students so that they always feel interested and not tense to learn English. This is the characters teachers that is most liked by students because while loving the material from the teachers that the teachers explain will also be easier to understand. The fourth is friendly. Every student would like if their teacher was friendly. This is support even though the difficult subjects such as English become easy to understand and the students can make it can make students feel very happy to learn English because their teacher is friendly. The fifth is be kind. The kind teacher will certainly set a good example for their students. As English teachers, we must be a good at managing words, appreciate the students, and not discriminate based on their level of intelligence. The sixth is be wise. The act of a wise educators in English is how they can show behavior and benefits the people around them, especially their students. In addition, educators are able to show openness in thinking and acting. The seventh is forgive and advise students. Becoming a teacher, especially in English, will certainly experience various kinds of obstacles that come from the students. Therefore, we should set a good example for them by forgiving and advising if they do something bad. The eighth is be punctual. Teachers who punctual show that they take themselves and their responsibilities seriously. If the teacher lazy to come on time, they will have students who don't respect them. The ninth is be responsible. The nature of a teacher's responsibility can be seen from the way they teach and mastery of the material before they teach in the classroom. And the last but not least is love teaching. Teachers who love teaching will definitely channel their nature on to their students. Mastery of the material, preparation of the material, and a very good way of delivering the material also will make students love their teachers. I think that's all from me. I will give back to the moderator.
Thanks to Andi Dwi Anugrah. For the last, I invite Andi Fauzia explain material about infective and study to. For Andi Fauzia, time is yours.
Thank you, moderator, for opportunity given to me. Effective EVL teachers, on the other hand, tend to 1. Arrive late. 2. Undisciplined. 3. To be unfriendly. 4. Irritable. 5. To be weak. 6. Ingenuous students. 7. Show in the inability of the material being taught. And 8. Lack of vocabulary. 9. Teach English if that is not your major. 10. Ignore the lesson plan. Okay, the next slide. Study 2. The final product of research is an assessment instrument in the form of questionnaire that can be used to measure the performance of English teachers. This instrument measuring indicators covering 44 item statements consisting of 20 positive statements and 24 negative statements. instruments that have been developed has content validity of 98%, which means that the instrument valid while the reliability value of alpha coverage is 90.4%, which means the instrument is very reliable. How to attach and attachment. Okay, that's all for me. I'll return into the moderator.
Okay, that's the presentation of the material from our group. So the conclusion is, this study has revealed an assessment instrument to measure the effectiveness level of EFL teachers based on the student perception. A questionnaire consisting 20 positive statements and 24 negative statements is declared valid and reliable. Well, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.